Aunty Frances Sablan. Mas matungo an Aunty asagwa si Frances Mary Manibusan. Pues umasagwa zo zan si Edward Custer Sablan. Mafanyaguzo zan dumangkuluzo gizagwahan. Vina tempo mafananan Guam. Lo no matuzo magi za Saipan. Gimit muy 178 na sakan. Ani después de masagwazo za no diski ezo na tempo sumagazo guni no retiralzo gibandan edukasyon ututuhon masotso gi sa Marianas High School pues amuritiralzo gui lo ukontinua masotso gi Chamorro bilingual na programa no gaigizo pago gids na inet no ni mapananan Marianas Alliance for NGOs, for non-governmental organization mas matawag na kumumengo sumasagazo gi ezo na songsong imapananan gwaluray za no ututun sumaga gwi diskeni batuzumagi sa iban. Itoto mo na no the superstitions around it, that they usually reside in the tronconunu, the banyan tree. They also reside in some of the dwellings. Right now, according to one Suruhanu, there is one or two dwelling in my place, in my house. So they're really all over the place. They are said to be the forefathers, the spirits of our forefathers and mothers and families, because they also are, can be babies and can be youths. And they're spirits that have not been able to escape the earth or this world. Meaning to say, because I am a catechist and I do teach our children the doctrines of the Catholic faith, there is that belief that before Christ died and died for us, the gates of heaven was closed. So therefore, their spirits are stuck on the earth. And so with that knowledge, I've kind of connect the reasons why there are so many that are still here, whether it's spirits of the past or spirits of the present. Their spirits are somehow trapped in the earth or in the world. They can be mischievous, they can be mean, they can be nasty, they can be playful. They can also really like you, and if they do, they want to take you. So there are different stories as to what they can do and how to break the spell if they do, either possess you or, bother you or harm you in any way. That's where the Suruhanus, the Zoamti as we call them today, come in. They are the ones who dispel the spell or the curse. So those are the stories that I grew up with, both in Guam and here too. I mean, I hear a lot of stories and retell the stories here. It is. I was the lone storyteller that represented the CNMI over in the Festival of the Pacific Arts last June in Hawaii. And, the storytellers that gathered from the different places in the Pacific were important because they tell a little bit about their history, a lot about their culture, their heritage, just stories of growing up. And so it doesn't stop with what we've learned from yesteryears. It also begins with us telling more stories, writing more stories. And that's what I learned when I participated in in Hawaii, they had a literary program that they had us attend for the whole week. And that's where it encouraged me and inspired me to write some more. So I, like you, I am sometimes a poet. I'm sometimes a story writer. I'm sometimes a chanter and a chant writer. And so it gave me that opportunity to continue those methodologies that I enjoy. Yes, especially dealing with the Tautomonas and the jungle. That when they do go into the jungle, they need to respect that there are the spirits that reside there and that they can't see them. Maybe they feel them sometimes when you get the goosebumps. That means they are around. Or sometimes they talk to you, they whisper in your ear, or they, make some noise and to attract your attention. And so respect that they may be there. And even though the person may not believe it, just be cautious and not pretend, but do know that they may exist, and therefore deal with them. And one way to deal with them is to ask them for permission. If you want to pass by their land, you ask them, if you want to use the restroom, answer Mother Nature's call, and you want to do number one, you ask them, and then sometimes others would say, so there's some supplements that they add on to the general or the norm. And then also when you want to take anything out of the jungle, you want, the Suruano or the Joamti asks you to bring some medicine or some medicinal plant, back to them so that they can concoct the medicine. You need to ask, because it's their area, and it's just like someone coming to your home. You want them to be respectful and ask for permission to either pass by, take whatever that they need, and then to somewhat wait for that response. Well, of course, we may not hear the response, but we can feel. If they have us be lost in the jungle, then that means they don't want us to take away whatever it is that we wanted to take away, because they have like mental telepathy. And so those are some examples of what to do, and what our ancestors taught us to respect. And then respect also of the elders. It doesn't have to be a relative. It could be an elder. And what you're doing is you're showing that elder respect, that you acknowledge them. But in return, because it's reciprocity, in return that elder is blessing you. And, that's what we all need. And some of us, like one day, one friend did the maningi. And so she said, and when I said, Dios te ayude, hija, she goes, I really needed that. I've been having a hard day, a tough time, and I needed that blessing. So, it for some, they take it for granted. For others, they really appreciate it. It has changed, and the reason why I say that is, for instance, in Guam, the youth would hardly amen, what we call amen, the maningi. They would resort to kissing, the kissing of the cheeks. That's their way of respecting. It's no longer the kissing of the hands of the nose. And usually it's, the nyora is not said, or the response in Chamorro, Dios te ayude, hija, Dios te ayude, hijo, is not a regular response. Is usually God bless you as a response. So it's Americanized, it's modernized. And then some of the elders who are like fun-loving and joking, they would say, Diyos tiyazu di ihus and umisahon masakudi. So it's like saying, God bless you, but if you sin, you're going to get it. You're going to get a spanking or a wallop or, whatever. And so, those we don't hear much anymore. But that's what we as elders and adults need to do is if they say that part of their culture, that custom is important, they need to practice it. There's one that I'm trying to remember the saying because I forgot to write it down, but it had something to do with Zangin mofana isinetsut pres ibida kasi tumatsogi, which means that if the consequences was first, then you would maybe prevent doing whatever it is that you did. So that was a saying I remember the elders would say, and so that's a message I'd like to impart to the youth and to the adults too, that if we can anticipate the consequence, and especially if we know that it's not a good consequence, then that would prevent us from doing whatever action it is that's negative. So that's one that I would like to pass on. And as we talked about respect, to continue respecting not just our elders and our family and friends and whoever we encounter, because the golden rule is do unto others as you'd like them to do unto you. So that kind of ties directly with respect. If you want people to respect you, that's what you give out. If you don't want them to respect you, then never mind. But I'd like to say that everyone needs to treat each other kindly and with compassion and with understanding. And so not just respect the people, but respect the land, respect the air, the water, the ocean. When you go to the beach, don't just trash it. Leave it better than when you found it, which means that if you find any trash there, even though it's not yours, be careful, but try to clean and help beautify the area, because the tourists, they go all over the place, and it'll be nice if we left our places, especially our tourist areas, really nice and clean, because that's what we'd like to see among our own people, our own community.